All right, we're the Hebrew Israelites. We come in and week out to prophesy the downfall of America, known as Babylon the Great in the Bible. All right, soon to be destroyed by nuclear fire when these ICBMs take this place completely out. All right. And as you can see, events in the world are happening simultaneously. All right, one on top of the other. It used to be one every 3 months. That sped up to one every month. And now we're, it's day by day now. All right, anything could happen at any time. We're waiting on the next shoe to drop. And what we know for sure is that they're about to lock this place down again. And that's gonna cause chaos in the street, all right? So these goddamn flies are about to drive me goddamn crazy. All right, so we're gonna bring it out today, all right? First and foremost, let's start right here. With the Hebrew Israelites, we come in and week out to prophesy the downfall of America, to wake up our people, the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, to get you to repent, to acknowledge your offense, and to pray for forgiveness and come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments in the Bible. Now, here comes the devil to make as much noise as they possibly can, which is part of this program. But anyway, first and foremost, all praises due to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us His truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word in truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect. And I meant to say Shabbat Shalom. Today is the Shabbat. All right. All right, so there's no turning back at this point. We have crossed the Rubicon. Rubicon meaning the point of no return. All right, and if you don't know in these times what is going on, then the Most High has excluded you from being in the know. All right, you're basically going to fall victim and prey to the events that are going to slowly consume everything and everyone in your area. Okay? And the only prepping that is going to be of any benefit are the preps that are in this book. All right? Wisdom and knowledge being the stability of your times, all right? So, as men of the Lord, okay, and there's still time to wake up. The window is still open. As long as we're out here, right, out here on the street pushing His word, then there's still time to repent, all right? So, but the window is closing, all right? So anyway, here are some of the things, right, because we're going to talk about the times that we're in. We're going to talk about what is coming next, right? When they lock this place down again, Esau is going to hit the rafters. He's not having it. They know that. They're going to pit the unbadged against the badged. If you took the badge, if you took both badges, they want you to take a booster badge. Okay? If you haven't taken any badges, they want the ones that have taken it to point you out. Salakia. So they're going to start a small war, if you will, between the haves and the have-nots. And it's gonna that war is gonna spawn different battles, right? Of course there's a race war coming. Of course there's a class. I mean, you got people that are about to be put out on the street. You're gonna have the have-nots, right? You're gonna have the left and the right, civil war. And these things are about to jump off in earnest. People are frustrated, number one, at each other, and number two, the Most High is the one conducting the campaign. All right? And what will you do? Woe is me, woe is me. What will I do when these things begin to happen? I'm paraphrasing, all right? I'm seeking the words of Esdras, all right? Well, you've got to get yourself in a secret place. I mean, there's doom and gloom, right? We're the prophets of doom and gloom. Why? Because we know the secrets. And we're going to discuss some of the secrets. This is one, that the Most High is going to protect his servants. All right? That's why we're so confident in coming out here and saying what we say and doing what we do. We have that faith that the Most High got our back. All right? So this is Psalm the 91st chapter. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. All right? So that's number one, is scriptures like that, right? It's instruction that gives us the hope that we need to make that investment. Or you say to yourself, well, how the hell am I going to make it through what is coming? And then there's a protocol, Salaki. All right, there's a protocol. You have to, for example, put on the elect. Do the things that the elect will be doing. There's a list of them. Okay? Number one, do the will of the Most High. Keep the commandments. Fear the Most High. That's all you really got to do. Okay? And then that translates into other things like doing the work, putting up your videos, being a watchman, warning the people, okay? Staying on fire, not becoming lukewarm. There are many, many instructions. There's a lot to do, right? And it never ends. It's a never-ending situation. So when you read Psalm 91, that buffets, that comforts you, right? Because when you understand the chaos, right? First of all, when you understand the power and how it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. When you understand that, you're like, oh shit, right? think about you, your mortality. Think about your children and your family. You're like, well, what can I do? How can I save myself and my family? Right? And guess what? It's in here. All right? And so you make a commitment. You make a commitment to do this relentlessly for as long as it takes. All right? Let's read that again. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. If the Most High, if you could seek safety in the Most High, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, that's the greatest thing ever. There's nothing above that. If there's an opportunity for you to be protected by God, you open this Bible up and you read it, right? And it's offering you a sanctuary in there, all right? Number one, in order to see or to understand that this is what's being offered, you have to be chosen to understand the mysteries, okay? That's one. And then you say to yourself, wow, I'm involved. I may very well be involved in this. And then you label yourself the hopeful elect. You start doing everything that it takes. Not being proud, not being presumptuous. Be humble. Be contrite. Be matter of fact. Stay on fire. Okay? Stay diligent. Boy, these fucking bugs. I went through this last night at work, boy, and I just thought it would be over. So I'm gonna be swatting. It's the most annoying fucking shit ever. That's Satan. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in Him will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. All right? Well, who's the fowler? A fowler is a bird catcher. All right? And in the hood, you got a little term, right? This bird, nigga, you a bird, right? It's a bunch of birds out here. And Esau is the fowler. He's the bird catcher. When you use the term bird, is synonymous with calling a nigga a fool, right? An idiot. One easily caught up in some bullshit. Woo! All right? So, this is describing a hunter and a prey type situation. Esau is the hunter, Jake is the prey, and the Most High is the official. All right? Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. What is the noisome pestilence? Well, that's the missiles, number one. The greatest thing that's going to destroy many people that are left, that almost make it, you're almost going to make it, then that fire is going to burn your ass up. Got nothing but this car out here. As per usual. All right, so I mean, hey, if the cannibals don't get you, if the zombies don't get you. And when I say zombies, you wait till these motherfuckers get hungry out here. All right? Wait until these people get put out of their homes, which is tomorrow. All right? If they don't make us stay on this moratorium, as soon as tomorrow motherfuckers get put out of their house, that's going to raise the level of desperation out here. All right? And who is that affected? Hey, the vintage shall fail. All right, so the nigga woman is gonna start with you and your kids. All right, you're gonna be forced out of your home, forced into a bad situation, and then you're gonna have to respond to that. You have to. Got to pick up that slack. You got to get out there and start hustling. Little girls are going to start turning tricks. Right? To bring in that food. They're going to suck dick over here in the corner. They're going to do what it takes to get a little food, to get a little shelter, and it's going to be dudes out here taking full advantage. They're going to be getting grabbed up. Same thing with little boys. There's a bunch of Edomite freaks out there, right, that prefer little boys above girls. So it's going to be bad out here. Break it now. They're breaking it down. So, hey, all in the course of a couple of months here. All right. He shall cover thee with his wings, and under his wings shalt thou trust. So these are those words of comfort to the hopeful elect. That because we've been laboring, because we've been occupied in prophecy, because we're following instructions and taking heed to the word, all right, that we're going to watch all of this shit go down. We're going to shake our head and keep it moving, all right? It's not going to affect us. No plague shall come nigh thy dwelling. There are things like that, that when you hear that, these are the preps, all right? They're food preps. My servants shall eat, my servants shall drink. These are the food preps. So the preps, the preparedness, if you will, is all in this book. All right? Well, they cut off, boy. As soon as they get that break, they just stop. All right? He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. What are his wings? What are his feathers? These chariots. Okay? The chariots are out here protecting us. Hey, if you got hungry and you was just out there, right? And there are instances of this throughout the scriptures. Manna from heaven. Where did manna come from? Well, there was a big old ship out there. Okay? Going back to the chariots. The chariots will feed you. The Most High will have the birds feed you. The Most High will have somebody bring you a silver tray with a silver top over it, bring it out into the wilderness, and it'll have everything you and your family need on. Because you can't even fathom the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? When you have understanding about what is going on, nothing is impossible because it's the Most High doing it. All right? Everything, including sending Esau after your ass. All right? His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Here's the truth right here. We're not worried. Okay? First of all, we understand the worst case scenario. We have counted the cost. And what's the worst thing that could happen to you? You could die. Okay? You could die in the pursuit of doing the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and that's the best death. You'd rather die doing the will of the Most High, being in the truth, than being a nigga out on the street. You get nothing out of that. Okay? But if you die in this truth, there are certain promises that the Most High is bound to keep. When you understand those things, you start looking for a win-win situation. You say, what is the worst case scenario? Right? Well, getting your head chopped off, being a martyr, all right? But that's still a win. When you have understanding, okay, martyrs don't lose. Okay? Martyrs win. All right? And everybody is going to go through the same shit. Not the same, but different levels, because the Most High is only going to put on you what you can handle. You understand? He ain't going to put more on you than what you can handle. But you finna go through some shit. You ain't gonna get no just pass. Ain't no passes. Ain't no pre-tribulation rapture. That's bullshit. Look at Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is the example. Oh, Yahweh Shai didn't escape stripes and evil. He had to go through it. So you just get beamed up out of it? No. That's bullshit. That don't make no sense. Okay? Oh, you just going to be given the kingdom without being tried in the fire. That doesn't make sense. The Most High is about perfect balance. So before you get anything, you got to go through hell before you get to heaven. All right? And when you have a firm grasp on the truth about the Most High, okay, who he is, and that he's perfect balance, and you can't have good without the bad, then that's when this scripture comes to light. Okay? His truth. What is his truth? His truth is that he's good and bad. His truth is that you're going to catch some hell. All right? His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Well, the people that believe in the pre-tribulation rapture and think that they're not going to see no evil whatsoever, you have no shield and no buckler because you've been lied to. You're not prepared to accept whatever the Most High brings you good and count it all joy. When that evil hits your ass, you're going to be taken aback and be like, well, God, what happened? You're going to be arguing with the Most High, which is foolish at best. Instead of fearing the Most High in truth and in sincerity, you got to understand, hey, the Most High is coming. And when shit suddenly becomes bad all around you, that's just the Most High. That's not Satan. Satan is under strict orders. All right? Satan might be doing the heavy lifting, the moving for the Most High. Okay? But not by his will. He's doing the will of the Most High. Okay? So if you see a dude in a red suit and a pitchfork and a tail coming your way, the Most High sent him. That's the understanding. When you see that guy coming to you, you're like, okay, here we go. Count it all joy. Try to make it to the other side. Right? Have your answer. Have your yay and your nay ready. Like Yahushua. Satan tried to tempt Yahushua. And what did Yahushua do? He hit him with the scriptures. He was ready. Of course. All right. But that's an example for you to be ready. When this devil steps up, all right, then hey, it is what it is. All right. You stand against the wiles of the devil with the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua and the scriptures. Because Yahushua was the example of that, all right? His truth shall be thy shield and buckler, meaning, hey, when you have the understanding of what is to come, how to get through it, you got your instructions right, you're firing on all pistons, right? All right? Then you know, hey, that's the prep. You're as prepared as you're going to be, right? And then it's about fate. Whatever character the Most High created you to be in this story is going to play out like that no matter what. Hey, you might wake up and find out that you're one of the prominent characters in this book. All right? You don't know. You might be. Okay? Hell, you might wake up and find out that you were Judas or some bad shit. But everybody has their lot. Right? You got to stand in your lot. You got to pray to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua that your lot is a good one in this thing. All right? So we'll continue on with Psalms. All right? Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor the arrow that flieth by day. What is that? What is that arrow? That arrow is the missile, goes back to the missile. Hey, the culmination of everything that's going on right now is the missiles. All right? By the time we get to the missiles, it's going to be a lot of people dead and a lot of shit jacked up. There's still a lot we have to go through. All right? Out here. There's still a lot right? So you got to pace yourself in this marathon. This marathon is it's a long, tedious one, right? Full of death, dead bodies on your left and your right. All right. When you put those things into perspective, and right now things are still cool, right? You can still walk down the street and trust a motherfucker enough to walk by and not know that everybody. There's gonna come a time when you won't be able to trust anyone or anything. Okay? It's gonna be that bad. And when we get there, you'll know. All right? Right now, you can still go lay in the park and you know, ask people for change, and you know, there's gonna come a time when you know that everybody has nothing. Everybody doesn't have a damn thing. So there's no need to ask. There's no need to, you know, to hustle. Everything is going to be crazy out here. Everything is going to be crazy. All right? Back to these comforting words. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor by the arrow that flieth by day, nor the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. Okay, hey, it's going to be crazy out here. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold, and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. Okay? Those are huge words of encouragement. Okay? Huge words of encouragement. When you read that, you're like this, I want to be that guy. I want to be the one that those words apply to. You understand? And you women, boy, you're going to have it hard out here. It's going to be hard for women out here. You're going to have to, I can already see it, right? On social media, I see hoes trying to hustle for food, right? Hustling simps and chumps, right? But that's an indication to where things are right now. Right? And you bitches that are doing that, right, you think it's fun and a game right now. Guess what? Your ass gonna get put to work. All right? You're gonna get put to work. And all that hustling you did, taking advantage of simps and stuff like that, it's all gonna come back on you. All of it. Guaranteed. All right, hey, the Most High got some harsh judgments coming down the pike, right? For everybody. For everybody out here. Everybody's going to be tested. Everybody's going to be tried. Everybody is going to see judgment. All right? There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling, for he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. Those are the words of comfort. You want to be under that umbrella. All right? His angels. All right? You want to be protected by the greatest military weapon ever conceived. Okay? A UFO. The chariots of Israel. All right? That feeds you, protect you. All right? There are accounts in the scriptures that tell you, that reassure you, right, what these vehicles are capable of and what they do, what they have done. There's an account, right? This is our history book, all right? When you understand that this whole book applies to us, it's our story from beginning to end, right? And the part where there is no end, which is immortality. That's in there too. So we got a lot to look forward to, right? It ain't gonna be easy getting there, right? When you consider the kingdom of heaven and immortality and living larger than any life, well, what do you got to do to obtain that? That's the highest on the right side. Well, you have to go through great lows to get to the great highs. Okay? It only makes sense. It's just balance. Okay? And it's that mindset that is going to get you through the bad shit, the low times. To know that you have the Most High on your side. God, the one you call God. To know that God is on your side, that's just the biggest, I mean, what more could you ask for? All right? So you like to, oh, okay, well, I have the opportunity to have God on my side. What must I do to maintain that? How do I not fuck that up? Right? Well, it goes into the instruction. You got instructions. You got a handbook, if you will, on what to do to be a part of this number. What number? 144,000. Oh, when the saints go marching in, how I want to be in that number. What's the number? 144 and a third. That's the number you want to be in. What do you have to do? You take heed to the instruction in this book. Right? But, I mean, you can't do it unless the Most High has attuned your ear, your mind, if you will, to hear this doctrine. What's up, brother? Who is Jesus? Who is Jesus? What's that? That's not his name. No? Okay, well, the J only came about 500 years ago. Okay? How long ago was Jesus, with the person in this book, how long ago did that go down? 2,000 years, right? It went down 2,000 years ago, right? If the J is only 500 years old, what's his name? That makes sense, right? the J, the letter J is in the alphabet, in the English alphabet, right? How do you spell Jesus? J-E-S-U-S. Sounds like English to me. Okay. First of all, the guy you call Jesus, what was his nationality? Okay, there are many Hebrews, so that's right. Go ahead. Say it again. You're not sure. Okay, so that's why you're here. Hold on. That's why you're here. Okay? So was he a Jew? Jesus wasn't a Jew. Okay, I'm helping you. He was a Jew. Okay? And the name Jew, listen, the name Jew is short for Judah. Okay? No, that's Judas. Okay, now listen. Are you listening? Are you listening? Okay, you know why you came over here? Because God brought you over here for one of two reasons. Either to hear this truth and learn something, either to hear the truth and learn something, or to reject what you hear and catch the consequences of not hearing the message. Okay? All right, now here it is. Are you Mexican?
I am Iranian. I'm from Persia. I grew up in Germany. I came here in 2000.
Okay, your father is a Persian?
Yeah, we're better Iranian. Speak Farsi.
Okay, you speak Farsi. Okay. So, do you know who the God's chosen people are?
Abraham people, I guess.
Who?
Yeah, people from Abraham.
Well, Abraham had Abraham.
No, I'm sorry, Noah. I meant to say Noah.
Okay, Noah was a son of God. Noah was a son of God. God's chosen people are the nation of Israel. The Israelites.
The fact that you got a fact behind everything.
Listen to what I'm saying. Jesus, the one you call Jesus, was an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. There's 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Okay? Those are God's chosen people. You didn't know that? You believe in God? Okay.
I want to believe in God.
Okay, so God has a chosen people.
Yeah.
Okay, so Persian, that's Iran, right?
Iran, yeah.
Okay.
You're saying Iran, not Iran.
I didn't say Iran.
I get offended when people say
No,
Iran.
Persia.
Like, yeah, but it's not called Iran, it's called Iran.
It's Iran, right?
Yes, Iran.
Did I say it right?
Iran.
Okay, so those are not
Where are you running?
those are not God's chosen.
Right.
Okay. Now, but let me say this. Okay,
You know what?
Israel.
I'm gonna tell you one. I'm proud of my culture, where I'm coming from. I'm a warm-blooded person, very have a sense of humor and compassion, sympathy for other people. I approach people very strong. I don't know if it's because I'm vegetarian or not, or because I don't know no limit when it comes to show people love. You know, I always do it, and I don't do this for God. I do this for people. To benefit them. And if I feel good, I'm gonna share my happiness with everybody.
Okay,
Why
I get
should
that.
hide that shit?
I understand that, but guess what? We're not in the time
Right.
of peace.
Right.
What's going on in Iran right now?
It's fucking turmoil, war, and almost
They're
war
warring with
happening.
Israel.
People-
They're warring with Israel, right?
Stupid.
Okay,
I
now
think
the
it's a
people
burden
that are in
on
Israel right now,
Right.
those are not the Israelites.
See, I'm an American. I'm becoming a citizen.
Yeah, but you know
I love
what?
America with all my heart.
America,
Come over here and
America,
say
this land belongs to the Native American
Yeah.
Indian. What about that?
Right.
What about that?
Uh-huh.
So you standing on stolen land, right? The people that came over here and pushed the natives off,
Yeah.
right? That wasn't right. Wasn't cool at all. What about them? Guess who those people are? The Native American? Those are Israelites, God's chosen people.
Oh, okay.
You understand? This land belongs to them. You understand?
Yeah, I get it. What's your name, man?
My name is Joshua.
Can I shake your hand, Joshua?
No, I don't shake
Okay, well,
hands.
what about fist?
Yeah, we can fist bump.
Yeah, okay, let's do that.
All right, now here's the situation, okay? Because Israel,
I'm bored today. I just hit it out.
you got Israelites
Yeah.
that are scattered into every nation. So in China, you got people that are in China. They look
many
like they're
people.
Chinese,
Yeah.
but their bloodline actually goes back to Israel.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so you got people in Iran.
Yeah, in
you got
Iran,
people
the
in
bloodline
Iran looking
goes
like
back somewhere else.
Iranians,
Yeah, but the bloodline goes
speaking
somewhere else.
speaking Farsi,
Yeah.
right? their bloodline, they're not actually from the people of Iran.
Iran. It's
They-
probably maybe from
they-
India, mixed
They
with
their
Greek or
bloodline goes
something.
back to
German. Or,
their bloodline goes back to Israel. There are people.
Yeah.
There are people in every country.
somebody lost their mind.
Okay,
Screaming
there are
about
people
that.
in every country
Yeah.
that they look like and they act like the people of the land,
Yeah.
but their actual bloodline goes back to the 12
Right.
tribes
Please
of the
say
nation
your
of
name one
Israel.
more time. I didn't
So,
hear
and
it
here's
right.
what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That's what you should want. You should
Uh-huh.
want to be one of those people that thought you were Iranian, but you're actually an Israelite.
Yeah, yeah.
You
There's
understand?
a place that say they take a sample of your blood and they trace it like 1,000 years
You,
back.
you can't
Yeah, more
really
than
go
1,000
you
years.
can't really
Probably
go
like
by that.
20,000,
Really,
I don't
it's
know how
it's
long.
about the spirit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's about the spirit. Are you a spiritual
Yeah,
person?
yeah. See, here's the thing. I am spiritual. Actually, I posted it on Facebook today. You got Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay, no, man. I see you out here. I try to come out here and talk to
I
you.
talked to you
You
before.
know, and the thing is, no, we never talked.
No?
I'll be honest. I've never met you before.
All
But
right.
see, you're having a lot of wisdom and a lot of information. I'm
Well-
not going to call you a prophet, like
That's
false
what-
prophet.
well,
In the Bible, it says I should not listen to people like you. who
Okay,
are
but
trying to
wait
be
a
knowledgeable.
minute. Who
But
is the
you out
Bible for?
here,
Who is the Bible for?
for people.
No, it's not
You
for
out
people.
here- no,
It's for
hold on.
the 12 tribes of the nation
You
of
out
Israel.
here helping people.
I'm
People
not
don't
helping
get it.
people. I'm
People
talking to
don't get
my
it.
people.
I know it.
I'm
People-
talking to my
but
people.
don't get it.
I'm trying to figure out if you're
Yeah.
one of them or not.
Yeah,
Because just because you're an Iranian speaking Farsi
Yeah, you said right.
doesn't
You're
mean
Iranian,
that
yeah.
you're not an
yeah.
Israelite.
Then you said Iranian.
But if
I like that.
if,
man.
you see, but you ain't listening. You doing more talking
Swear to God, I
than
am
listening.
talking like a motherfucker. I'm
You
sorry.
you doing more talking
I
than
tweaked
listening,
out
so
last
you
night.
might not get the message.
Yeah. Hey, I'll be right
You
back.
understand?
Let me
Hey,
let me
I
take
ain't
a
going
little walk.
nowhere
I'll be
until I'm
back.
done.
I'm gonna take a walk and come
All
back.
right, do your thing.
Thank you, bro. Man, thank you, bro. You're a good guy. I can tell, man.
I'm not a
Okay,
good
what
guy.
You say out there?
I'm not. There is
I don't know
none
who
good.
you are.
There is none good but the
But-
Most High.
But the way
You
you speak
understand?
is righteous, though.
Well, you know what? I'm speaking of the oracles of His book.
All right.
You understand?
Yeah.
All right, God,
Melody of the book.
the one that you call
I'll be
God,
back,
whose
man.
name is Yahweh, He's only dealing with the 12 tribes of the
Hey,
nation
say
of
that
Israel,
again.
and that's just what it is. So, if you want
I'll
to
be
deal
right
with the
back.
Most High, then you want to be an Israelite. That's what it is. This is the book of Psalm 147.
I'll be right back, you.
This is Psalm 147 and 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. So God is only dealing with his people, the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Don't matter what anybody says, all right, or whether you understand or not. You can make it into what you want to, but that doesn't make it true. You understand? You got to be an Israelite for the Most High to show you this word, and it goes deeper than that. It's not just nationality, because you got 2/3, you got 1/3. There's a division there. You got to be of the elect of Israel. All right, so it doesn't matter. All right, you don't really pass the test. If you want to overtalk, the scriptures, and you didn't come up here to learn, all right. First of all, you ain't gonna learn nothing. Second of all, you have received your judgment. All right. You tried to go heads up with the Spirit of the Lord, and it's not happening up here. I'm gonna give you the good news and the bad news, right? And here's the bad news. You can't stand around the vibration of truth is so heavy. If you're full of shit, then you're going to be ferreted out. All right? And that's good. That's good that every now and then a demon will come up and try to infiltrate. Right? And I thought I seen the dude before, but apparently no, I haven't. Okay? And he was quick to say that. He was quick to understand that no, we haven't seen each other before. Right? Because see, he was this motherfucker is acting like You know, like he's 5150, but then, you know, he's showing glimpses of wisdom and serpent-like behavior, like he's coming in, you know, being subtle, right? And so you treat him as such. I'm like, okay, well, you have the capacity for understanding, but once I singled your ass out, you know, you couldn't hear the good things that I was saying. I ain't gonna let you. Oh well, God, and I believe in God. He had a little cross tattooed on his arm with a circle around it, right? So you're not dealing. Oh, Jesus and Jesus. Nah, nigga, it don't work like that. All right. First of all, you want to deal with Jesus? Let's deal with Jesus. All right. Let's deal with Jesus. So after he understood that I'm not out here preaching a feel-good doctrine, and that this conversation is going to be a knowledgeable one, and if you can't prove what you're talking about, then that's what it is. Look at that dude. All right, and that's just what it is. You'll sit here and get rebuffed and rebuked the entire time you hear. So he cut it short. He's like, okay, it's time for you to go. It's time for your ass to go. Wow, that's a nice break they're taking. All right, so let me read that one more time. I had to let this heathen, right? I had to let his ass know. You want to get all close? Come on, nigga. Psalm 147, 19 and 20. He showeth his word unto Jacob. All right? Jacob's name is changed to Israel. His statutes and his judgments unto Israel. So he basically said the same thing twice. Then he moves on. He have not dealt so with any nation. That means this. He's not dealing with anybody other than the 12 tribes of Israel, period. And if you don't get it, what's up, brother? If you don't get it, then it ain't for you. All right? Keep it moving. Talk about good time Jesus, baby Jesus, and whatever you want to say, and see how well that does for you in these upcoming days. All right? Because that's who you're going to be calling on, and Yahushua is not going to bat an ear. Okay? And I couldn't even get to Yahushua. This dude wanted to keep talking, over-talking, and filibustering. I'm like, that's not going to work here. Because there's going to come a time where, first of all, you're not controlling no damn conversation, right? And you think you can over-talk. Well, let's do it. Let's break it out. Let's see whose conversation is righteous, right? What manner of person ought you to be in all holy conversation and godliness? All right? It's way too late out here to be playing games. Either you're going to get this and you're going to repent, or you got to keep it moving. Because the men of the Lord, there are skilled craftsmen out here. All right? We can read you. We know what your next move is, what you're going to bring up next. We know whether you're a demon or not, whether you're wasting my time. And, I mean, it's all edification for the camera, so that's a good thing. You know you're an Israelite, brother?
Not really. Not really. None of that, really.
Do you know that they're about to lock this place down again and force you to take a shot? Have you taken the shot? You're not going to, are you? Okay, so, that's good. So, do you know what the campaign is about to make you take the shot?
Not really.
Okay, let me explain. You are a target. Okay? You're a target to your enemy. You know who your enemy is? Okay, your enemy in the Bible, his name is Esau the Edomite. That's his true biblical nationality. What he did to you was he brought your people, brought them over here on a slave ship, And when you got here, he made sure that you couldn't speak your own language anymore. Because the language you were speaking on the way over here is Hebrew. All right? Not some African language. The Africans rounded up the Hebrews, the Israelites, put them on that boat, and sold us to our enemy. Okay? So we're not Africans. We're the people in this book. All right? The one that they called Jesus had dark brown skin and woolly hair. He was an Israelite from the tribe of Judah, what they call a Jew. That's describing you. His people, the one they called Jesus, his people look just like him. Dark brown skin and woolly hair. We're the Jews. They don't want us to know that. Okay, so they want to get a needle in your arm because this truth is coming out now, right? And what's going on is the reason we went on them slave ships is because we didn't keep the commandment. We made a deal with God. He said, you keep these commandments, I'm gonna hook it up. If you don't keep these commandments, I'm gonna lay you bare. Your enemies are gonna put you in slavery. You're gonna serve slavery. And then after years and years, after 500 years, I'm gonna wake you back up. Guess what? We're waking up now. And they're like, well, we gotta get a needle in these niggas' arms. You understand? Because, okay, so you got the right spirit, don't take it. But as a result of not taking it, they're like, he didn't take it, get him, go grab him up, put him in the quarantine. So you have to have the right information in order to get through what is coming. You got to know why they're coming after you, because I'm an Israelite. I'm one of God's chosen. Okay? So here's what's going to happen. They're doing this worldwide. They're trying to get a needle in everybody's arm. Okay? Because they're Israelites all over the world. Okay? And they know that they have to take them down because here's what's going on. The one they called Jesus' name is Yahushua. That's his true name. Yahushua. And the one they call God, his name is Yahweh. Okay? They're coming back. And the angels, they're coming back here, right? In spaceships. You ever been to church? And you sang a song called Swing Low, Sweet what? Sweet what? Sweet chariot. What is that talking about? Swing low. You got to be on high to swing low. The chariot is what the white man calls a UFO. You understand? And they can't take these things down. We're talking about God and the angels. Okay, now the chariots have a name. They're called the chariots of Israel. You're an Israelite? See, God has a chosen people. The 12 tribes of Israel. Us. We're his chosen people. Now he's coming back to fight. He's sending his son back to fight for us. And these crackers are scared. They got to do something with us. They got to take us down. You understand? So you see more and more chariots, more and more fleets of them and stuff, because we're at the end. Because we got in trouble and didn't keep the commandments, God gave them rulership of the world for a certain amount of time, for like 500 years. In 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue, right? Well, 500 years after that, it's about 2000. So their time is up, and now he's sending the son back to destroy the world as we know it and set up the kingdom of heaven, which we're going to be in. It's our time to rule. They know that. They know it's our time to rule under the one they call Jesus and God in what they call the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven is going to be right here on earth. We're going to be in rulership, and guess who's going to be our slaves? Right now we're the last. It says the last shall be first. That's us. We're going to be on top, and the first, they're the first right now. They're going to be our slaves, and that's heaven to us. It's hell to them, but it's heaven to us. All right, brother, you're an Israelite. Did you get that? You get the message?
Yeah, I got the message. I needed that.
Okay, right? Okay, so you got a phone, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so go on your phone, go to YouTube, and type in African Americans are Israelites, right? And then you're going to see all these videos pop up. Now the Spirit of the Lord is dealing with you right now, okay? They call the Holy Spirit. Is dealing with you right now, and you have to follow it. Time is so short, right? They're going to lock this place down again. And when they do, the white man is going, fuck that. You're not locking me down. And they're going to raise up, right? These trumpet, they're going to raise up and get out here. They can get their weapon and get out here and say, I'm taking down some niggas. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. Now, what's going to protect you from everything that's coming, because shit is going to roll out completely. It's going to be chaos in the street. There's going to be no food. There's going to be no water. But all of that is contained. All the instructions you need to make it, okay? Because everything, World War III is going to ramp up, and the whole world is going to be at war. Yeah. And then there's going to come a time when the war is so bad they're going to shoot missiles on each other, nuclear missiles. This is what it means to be saved. I'm saved, you're not saved. Nobody's saved yet. When they shoot them missiles at each other, the whole of America is going to be destroyed in nuclear fire. When they shoot those missiles, the whole sky is going to become black with the chariots of Israel going to be all over the place. Then we're going to get beamed up into the chariots right before the missiles hit. That's what it means to be saved. And that's what you want to be part of. Okay? So go to YouTube, type in African Americans are Israelites. If you don't do it, did you do it? If you don't do it now, you're going to forget.
Israelites.
Right? I'll help you spell it.
Where do I go up on YouTube?
Just look, that's Facebook, bro. Go to YouTube. Got kids? This is how you say Israelites. Search African Americans. Research. Great Millstone Israelites. Great Millstone Israelites. Yeah, a lot of people are going to be coming against Great Millstone. Stick with Great Millstone. Stick with GMX, okay? Start there. Follow that guy right there. Follow that. There are going to be a lot of different camps. Stay with this, no matter if it hurts you. All right, that's the way out of here. All right, brother? You too, I got you. Woo! Gets the chills sometimes. Come on, brother. So yeah, that brother, his spirit was right. His spirit was right on him. He heard. He wasn't shucking. when and you hit him with things like, you know, once you get into the chariots, you, that could throw you. That could throw you. But he heard it, and he was thanking me on the way out. And it's not about me. It's about how far you can get with the truth, because you know a brother got to go. You know, so you got to send him up the street in the right fashion, right? And I think he got it. You know, I think he got it, because he milled back and forth for a quick minute, but you could tell that you know, his spirit was open. It was open for because see, he was like, well, I wonder, you know, I wonder what that shot is about, you know. And I pointed him. I saw a video with the Elder Tahar in it. I said, you stick with that man right there. That's the way out of here. You understand? That's the way out of here. That is the way. And you know, the Most High just set that whole thing up, right? Testing me. All right, let me go back to Psalm. Because that's the good news, you know? The good news is that the destruction is here. And, I mean, you got to make it through this shit. This shit is going to be crazy. Crazy. This is Psalm 91 and 14. Because he hath set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. This is the Most High directing this to us. Okay? The servants, the men of the Lord. See, and this is beautiful. To understand this, right? Because he hath set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. Hey, the name, Yahweh. Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. And I didn't get that far with the brother, because I didn't want to confuse him. But if the spirit is on him the way it's supposed to be, he's gonna get it. If he's of the elect, he's gonna get it. There's nothing I can do, right or wrong, if he's of the elect. All right, he was gonna get it anyway. Now, for me to do what I did, you figure it out. After years of this, you're like, well, you size somebody up, see how much time he has, whether he's gonna stick around or whether he's hearing you, if he's just humoring you, and then you do. First of all, you're going to do what the Spirit put on you to do, right? And then when he leaves, then you rethink it and you say, well, could I have done more? Should I have said this or whatever? But it's the Spirit, because again, you can't save nobody. All you can do is point them in the right direction, And again, if they're of the elect, they're going to make it. You just did your job. You was out here, right? You had the conversation. You pointed in the right direction, right? It's the Spirit that tapped him. He's behind a Dodgers mask. I can't even see the brother. But his spirit was humble and contrite. He was quiet. He was listening. And I'm like, I have to say the key words at the right time, and then, you know, not overdo it, and then get him the right information. We went over and over running the search on GMS. So it didn't happen the first 2 or 3 times, but he stuck with it, and then he got it. So, you know, and at that point, my job is done. There's only so much you can do, you know. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. All right? Hey, that's what we're trying to, you know. People talk about salvation. You got these Christians out here, oh, I'm saved, and you know, people got a bad taste in their mouth about the Word, about the Bible. These Christians have fucked shit up so bad, right, that you can't even talk to somebody. The spirit, you know, on some people is so bad because Christianity done fucked them up so bad, right? Is you can't even get a word in edgewise. They think you're talking about, you know, that plantation Christianity, right? And fuck that, right? This is a new day. We ain't out here in no damn church collecting no money, lying to the people, all right? The brother knew who his enemy was. He understood, right? And this is the greatest news on the face of the earth. This is the secret of all time. Who the devil is, who your enemy is, what he plans on doing with you. To be walking down the street one day and then to be woken up to that. You're like, oh shit. Time is short. This goddamn devil is making his move. In 2 Corinthians 2:11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Hey, that means that this motherfucker don't have an advantage. His advantage is his secrecy, is his lies and deception and his witchcraft. And when you know all about that, then this motherfucker can't get at you. He's not gonna be able to deceive you, to enchant you, you know. He can't enchant you. We got this motherfucker on the run, and he knows it. His time is just completely short. He ain't got nothing. He ain't got a damn thing. Amos 9:8, behold, the eyes of the Lord power upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saith the Lord. All right, Salaki, take a little break. All right. Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord power upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord. Hey, well, we're in that time right now, okay, where this shit is about to go down. All right? The Most High is here visiting now. He's here now. The chariots are here now. All right? The end is nigh at hand. All right? The end of all things is at hand, meaning within reach. All right? Amos 9 and 9. For lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like corn is sifted in a sieve, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. All right, hey, this is talking about the division of the 2/3 and the 1/3, the house of David. All right, the elect of Israel. And that's where you want to be sitting right about now. Okay? This is 2 Corinthians 4 and 3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. All right? Well, the brother might have got woken up today because he was lost. He didn't know. He's like, well, I said, you going to take that thing? He's like, no. Right? Oh, they're going to come after you. You got to know. You know what I'm saying? You got to know the scenario. All you got to do is watch the video. And if you're of the elect, that's what you're going to do. You're going to hear that word. It's going to be a new song to you. You're going to let go of the hip hop and say, well, hip hop ain't doing a goddamn thing for me. All right? Hip hop is not going to save me from what is coming. Hip hop is not going to tell me that these devils are trying to kill me because I'm the Most High's chosen. All right? You must learn, nigga, didn't do shit. Didn't wake nobody up. Killer Priest is not waking nobody up. All right? Hip-hop music is not waking nobody up. It's this new song. All right? It's the new song that is working on the minds of the people. Giving them the hardcore instruction on how to traverse the valley of the shadow of death in these last days. That's the music that you need to be listening to from the time you wake up till the time you pass out. Videos, GMS videos, okay? News, information, filtering news through the scripture. That's the new that's the new beat. That's that irresistible beat. It's called the new song. Second Corinthians 4:3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, in whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of the Mashiach, who is the image of the Most High, should shine unto them. So the brother, you could just see it. You could see the reaction, even though he had the mask on. I couldn't even see his countenance. But his mannerisms, the way that he spoke, the way that he was quiet, okay, you could tell that it was getting through, right? And that's our purpose for being out here, right? Is to wake up the 12 tribes, our people, get them to repent, acknowledge their offense, pray for forgiveness, and get this instruction before it's too late. All right? Because, hey, guess what? We're going to be gone soon. This devil knows. They started pushing the chip real hard now. They're pushing the brain chip. You know when they push the brain chip that it's close. Now who's gonna get the brain chip? You got some geeks out there that'll want to take it. You got some idiots out there, some niggas. You got some niggas that'll want to take it. But overall, when you hear about that, you're like, no, fuck that. I'm not doing that. Especially an old wise man. We've been around long enough to, oh, fuck that, I don't need that. The devil is up in there somewhere. Okay? So, but, I mean, the one in the hand, right? And there's so much information coming out about that right now. Going back, you got the dude who made it, breaking down 18, how it adds up to 666, how he was manipulated into creating it, right? And this footage is old. It's authentic, you can see. You can see the authenticity in it. And then this man is breaking it down for you. Prove it. Okay? Hey, we're in the time of the chip. We're in the time of the chip, the brain chip, the hand chip. And that's letting you know how close we are. Matter of fact, what I see them doing is as they make this badge of dishonor, as they make it mandatory, they're pushing harder the chip. They're trying to fuse that thing together. They're conditioning the playing field, if you will, to a mandatory and chip at the same time. Letting you know where this thing is going. All right? And that's where it's going. All right? All right, so we're going to go ahead and close out. This is just fucking ridiculous. book of Philippians 2 and 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. For it is the Most High which worketh in you both to will and to do of his good pleasure. Do all things without murmurings and disputings, that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of the Most High, without rebuke in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom ye shine as lights in the world. All right, so stay up. All right, stay in the spirit. Stay at the ready. Stay on your watch. All right, we're almost out of here. All right, all praises due to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah Ba'Shem, Kodash. All right, double honor to the elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them, that taught us his truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity. Shabbat Shalom. We'll see you next week. And I forgot to mention, all right, it's not next week. I'll see you tomorrow, right? Maybe right over here at the other spot. I might come back over here. I'm not quite sure. Let's get one more. This is the book of Ecclesiastes. It's Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. All right, and that it just sums it all up. You know, it sums everything up. How hard is that? Right? Especially when you know, hey, this thing is about to be clean dissolved. There's nothing to fight for here. The only thing you should be fighting for is your position in the kingdom. All right? How do you become a great man in the kingdom of heaven? You do this work. You get out here, you be diligent. Your reasonable service. Serve the Most High. Right? In truth and in sincerity. All right? That's all you got to do. All right? So with that, we're going to say Shabbat Shalom.